Your body has a secret messaging system, and it's running your life quietly from the shadows. That invisible messaging system is your endocrine system. The endocrine system is a network of glands that release hormones directly into the bloodstream to control everything from your energy levels to your mood, growth, and stress response, even your metabolism. Think of it as the body's long range communication service, slower than nerves, but incredibly powerful. The hypothalamus is the link between the nervous system and the endocrine system. It constantly monitors the body's internal environment, including temperature, hydration, stress, and releases the releasing hormones to the anterior pituitary gland, such as corticotropin releasing hormone, thyrotropin releasing hormone, and gonadotropin releasing hormone. Right below the hypothalamus sits the pituitary gland, often regarded as the master gland as it controls other glands. The pituitary gland has two main parts, the anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. The anterior lobe releases thyroid stimulating hormone to stimulate the thyroid, adrenocorticotropic hormone for the adrenal cortex, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone for control of the ovaries and testes, growth hormone for body growth and repair, and prolactin to initiate and maintain milk production. The posterior lobe stores and releases two key hormones that are actually produced in the hypothalamus: antidiuretic hormone, which acts on the kidneys to conserve water and help maintain blood pressure, and oxytocin, which is important during labor, breastfeeding, and in aspects of social bonding and behavior. Located in the neck, near your voice box, sits the thyroid and parathyroid glands. The thyroid controls your body's metabolism. Its hormones, triiodothyronin, T3, and thyroxine, T4, determine how fast your body uses energy. So, an overactive thyroid can cause a rapid heart rate, weight loss, anxiety, and other symptoms, whereas an underactive thyroid is associated with weight gain and sensitivity to cold. The parathyroid glands are four tiny glands sitting behind the thyroid and regulate calcium levels. This is done by the release of parathyroid hormone. Calcium is essential for strong bones and for normal nerve and muscle function. Chronically high blood calcium usually reflects it being leached from bone, which can weaken bones over time, while low calcium levels commonly cause muscle cramps, spasms, and tingling. Sitting atop the kidneys, the adrenals help you respond to stress. They release a range of hormones including aldosterone, cortisol, androgens, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. Aldosterone regulates salt and water balance. Cortisol helps with long-term stress responses and metabolism. Adrenal androgens support growth, puberty, and sex hormone effects. And catecholamines like epinephrine and norepinephrine drive the immediate fight or flight response. The pancreas is part of the digestive system and lies retroperitoneally in the upper abdomen, behind the stomach, with its head nestled in the curve of the first part of the small intestine or the duodenum. It has both endocrine and exocrine functions. The endocrine cells are found in the islet of Langerhans, and they include alpha cells that release glucagon to raise blood sugar levels, beta cells that release insulin to lower blood sugar levels, and delta cells that release somatostatin, which controls the release of both insulin and glucagon. Exocrine function includes the secretion of pancreatic enzymes through the ducts to aid digestion. Our reproductive glands produce sex hormones. Ovaries produce estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. These regulate the menstrual cycles, pregnancy, and secondary sexual characteristics. Testes, on the other hand, produce testosterone, which drives sperm production and male secondary sexual characteristics. These hormones also influence mood, bone health, and metabolism. So in summary, the endocrine system is the body's chemical messaging network which releases hormones. And these hormones act on specific target organs and are usually regulated by negative feedback loops so that too much or too little hormone triggers adjustments in gland activity. When this tightly controlled system is disturbed, endocrine disorders such as diabetes, thyroid disease, etc., can develop, affecting multiple organs at the same time.